Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the mentorship. We got a one-on-one with Mr. Rogers here, Mr. Roger. But anyways, Mr. Richard, and he just went through the funding process, and he wanted to share his experience with you, just to see how it goes or anything to kind of alleviate any questions and see if maybe any questions before you go ahead and ask for funding. How before you get started, you can almost like live through vicariously through him and see if any of the stuff that you like, you can like, or things that his pros and cons. Right? I didn't tell him to do this. He's not a paid spokesperson. He volunteered himself, so this is all true testimony. I'm taking the good with the bad. I didn't pre-prep him. I didn't do anything. So, how you doing, Mr. Roger?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. So, you reached out to me about 2 weeks ago, and you asked me, "Yo, man, I wanted to get funding. I already met the pre-qualifications. I already met the credit requirements, and I wanted to go apply for funding." So, I gave you the application. You filled it out, and then I think uh, one of the slots or something was filled out wrong. I think you hand wrote it in, and it was like a misspelling or something. But
Right.
I cleared that up really quick, and I sent it over to my team. And they reached out to you. But yeah, so go ahead and let them everybody know like your just overall experience and like what you thought about it, and just your pros and cons if you want to talk about any, or if any at all. Just let me know what's going on.
Okay. So basically, after I filled out the form and you sent it over to your team, it was just a couple days. I received a phone call from them, and the phone call was very short. It actually took probably like 5 minutes, very quick. Asked me questions about my LLC, just the basic questions, pretty much what you go over. And they told me exactly what I needed, which was the hybrid line of credit. They're like, this is what we're going to go for. This is what we need, and this is why we're going for it. They explained the process to me, and then they took, and I'm guessing that they went through my credit stuff and everything, because they came back and they told me, they said, hey, you have two things on your credit report. One of your credit cards, can you pay it down to, it was a couple hundred, like down to 3,000. So I did that immediately. And also my wife had me on one of her credit cards as an authorized buyer. They were like, take yourself off of there, and that's going to help us greatly. So I've done that and everything. They sent over some forms for me to fill out, basically agreement forms with them that, I'm going to pay them the percentage back that they want for doing this, and also a limited power of attorney to give them the right to actually do this for me. Once I fill that out, send it back to them and everything, they're going to start the rounds of funding, and we're just going to wait and see how much money they can get for me.
All right, that's great. So a lot of people always want like their main objective. So just to be clear, like their main objective is to get you the most money as possible, because it's incentive based for them, because the more they get, the more fee they can.
Exactly.
So they're gonna go and they're gonna try to do everything they can before they try to go for this money. If they say, "Oh man, you got this on here, you need to do this first. You're missing this." Like they're there to help you and support you. And that's one thing that I like about this team, is that like once I hand it off to you, you fill everything out, they call you, they take care of everything, and it's pretty much hands off from there. You answer a couple questions, you fill out a couple forms, and then you go on about your way. And then you can utilize that lines of credit to do whatever you want to, essentially, for your business. You can expand, you can grow, you can buy, you can use it for real estate, you can use it for whatever you want to, right? It's business lines of credit, and you can use them for whatever you want. And I'm glad to know that an individual who went through the process that I'm almost preaching every day or every week, that they had a pleasant experience, and it actually went in their favor. And I'm hoping to see that you have a large outcome on the other end, and hopefully you can utilize those funds to get some goals going, get the ball rolling, and hopefully you can uh, make a dent into this financial game that you're trying to accomplish. But I'm glad you had a great experience. And for anybody else who you can reach out to him, you can reach out to me, and if you have any more questions, and I'm sure he'll be in the group a while. I never know, but you always reach out to me. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for sharing the word, and yeah, I'll take it easy.